I just saw this homebrew spell in one of my Discord groups and I have to share it with you. First level evocation. Screw that one guy in particular. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through the whole video, but I'm gonna... It's an unlimited range spell. A bolt of lightning streaks from the sky to strike one creature within range, randomly determined by the DM. That creature makes a dexterity saving throw, taking 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Here's the kicker. If that spell is cast again by any spellcaster within 1 minute, the same creature is struck. So literally, if any two spellcasters in the entire world... I can't! Two spellcasters in the entire world cast this spell! This random poor soul is... just for no reason!
Do you know that most people, if you stab them with a sword, will die right away?
I guess.
Hey, could I sleep in your bed? I shit in mine.
How I name my D&D characters. Just go to IKEA, find a name, and that's it.
There is no I in team. However, there are 6 I's in fuck it, I don't care how big the room is, I cast Fireball.
I'm taking a nap!
You wanna take a nap?
I'm taking a nap here.
Okay, take a nap right there then.
Good night.
I represent an interested party, one that wants to know what these towers are, where they came from, and whether or not they're accessible. That's where you come in. I'm willing to pay a hefty price for you to make your way up there, investigate, and report back. What do you say?
Good girl in a straw hat with her arms out in a cornfield. That is a scarecrow. Thought it was a human woman. Sorry.
D&D is such a weird thing because it's the only time that chaotic bisexual murder hobos are the thing we need to save the world.
Alright, I'm gonna need a human skull, but I can't have you ask why. Only if you also don't ask why. What? Okay, sure. I'll take this one.
Okay, you have come to the lair of the Elder Lich. This is the final boss. I can't stress this enough. The bard is not allowed to seduce.
Oh, don't worry. I won't be seducing anything.
Okay, what are you planning?
He is going to seduce me.
The Elder Lich finds you very attractive!
Love?
For what? Ah, I've done it! I've broken D&D!
Every Sunday I play a druid named Ranagar the Unyielding, a dragon cursed to be a kobold. One of my favorite spells is conjure animals, because I get to, you know, have animal buddies. But I was reading the spell description, and I realized there's no stipulation that the animals you summon have to be on the ground. So if you wanted, you could summon 8 animals 60 feet up in the air and drop them on your enemies. Personally, I think it'd be funny to do cows, because then you'd have meteors. Eh? Now, assuming you cast this at 3rd level and you drop them from 60 feet, you'd do 48d6 damage, which is absurd. But I said I broke D&D, so let's do even better. Ugh, I lost my good lighting. Now, if you upcast that spell at 9th level, that's 32 cows you're dropping on your foes. Normally that's 192d6, but Ranagar can fly, so he's gonna go up another 60 feet, making it 384d6.
Me. Good question. It's a bunch of D&D jank. How the peasant cannon works is you recruit an entire town. What you then do is line them up single file and point them at whatever target you want. Have the person at the front ready an action to throw something. Have the people behind them ready their actions to pass something along. Depending on how many peasants you've recruited, you can have a cannon of either 1 mile long, 10 miles long, several hundred miles long. Then what you do is go to the back of the line and have the person at the back pass the boulder along. This sets off a chain reaction where everyone acts on the same turn. A turn in D&D lasts 6 seconds. This boulder or whatever object then gets passed along to each person in the peasant cannon. The person at the end of the cannon then throws this object. This object now moves, depending on how long your thing is, either a mile or 10 miles in 6 seconds. If you do the math, that's really fast. Thus creating the peasant cannon. Not all DMs accept this, but if they allow it, it's kind of fun.
What is your favorite joke magic item?
Oh my god, it is definitely the Sword of the Chosen One. I didn't come up with this myself. I got this from I forget the name of the collection, but it's like this wonderful armory or something. But essentially what it is this beautiful sword. It is obviously magical. When tried to identify it, comes across as magical, but the effect is not known. And inscribed on the sword, it says, in whatever language you want it to be, usually some sort of like mystic language, like maybe Draconic or Old Elvish. Only the chosen may wield me. On the other side, it could say something like the Sword of the Chosen One. And when a person picks it up, you have them make a saving throw. It honestly doesn't matter which one, but I like wisdom saving throws or charisma saving throws. But it is a guaranteed failure. And they take 1d6 lightning damage or shocking damage as it hits them. For every round that they hold this sword, it just shocks them. And so they'll think, okay, I'm not the chosen one. And I gave this to my party, and every motherfucker there tried to see if they were the chosen one. Because, of course, they have, main player mentality going on. Like, oh, I've got to be the chosen one. Of course I'm the chosen one. And the trick is, there is no chosen one. It is a joke item where it just shocks you. No matter who picks it up, it will shock you. It's a taser, essentially. Once the party actually figured this out with a high enough history check or a intelligence check, then they started having fun with this, and then they started presenting it to people. And that's where a lot of the fun really comes into, is after they've had their egos taken down a few notches, them figuring out what fuckery they can.
Everybody has that one thing in their house that everybody thinks is so cool. Could be a hidden cabinet, little movie room, gadget, but ours is this.